have your labels, no problem. But remember, my label is a hunter, being a natural hunter. And like you said, if he wants you, baby girl, let me say this, women, if he wants you, he will come and get you. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just the real piece. At the end of the day, with that. Yes, get him something together.
This show is, be honest, on a very low calorie, high protein diet. Be honest. Welcome to another episode of the That's Scary with Meloney P podcast. I am your girl, Meloney P, and we are here for another episode, y'all. Listen, we have a very, very interesting, and I want to dare say a YouTube first episode today. We have a special guest. We just can't get rid of him. SJ, how are you doing?
Oh, good. What's good?
Nice. How is your day going? Listen, how's your mental health check-in? I haven't done one in so long.
We're going to jump straight into the mental health check-in. At church, we've been talking about mental health, and it is highly important. Going to the Lord, praying, that's good and everything like that. But you want to make sure that you talk to someone about mental health. So we kind of plug right now. The world is in a crazy state, so everyone needs to keep their mental health together. My particular mental health is great, strong. I come on here all the time and I'm talking about how I feel, how geeked up I am. And that's a state of mind. It's almost like I got a computer chip in my mind that's nonstop feeling good. And I think if I can keep that going, every time you ask me, I'm going to say I'm feeling great, 1,000%. Perfect. Let's go.
That is
still got regular life going on, but the energy's still good.
What a blessing. All right, that is awesome. Listen, my mental health is good. I feel like, listen, y'all, tomorrow is Thursday. So by the time you see this, it'll be Thursday or Friday. The closer it get to Friday, like I feel like I'm eating my spinach. My spinach is making me get stronger and stronger. I feel like Monday is my kryptonite, and every day that go by, I get a little bit stronger and a little bit stronger, which is it's a lot, child. But listen, we're having a fun episode today. Listen, so if y'all don't know, make sure you hit that subscribe button, y'all. We are now in the YouTube family, YouTube partner. So make sure you hit that subscribe button for all of my returning That's Scary with Meloney P family. Welcome back. And for all of my new subscribers, welcome to the family. I'm feeling really good, y'all. I'm feeling really good. And for the ones who are new, who haven't had a chance to go back to some of my older episodes, SJ is a relative of mine. He is my brother. And we have an episode today talking about some of the advice that our mom, Miss Patricia Nixon, has given us over the 78 years. Well, I guess we only 78 years, but over our years. As many of y'all know, my mom is a very strong, crack the whip kind of woman, and anybody that met her know that she will get in that ass, and she has taught us and reared us and raised us to be the examples of modern society. So we're going to be going down some of the most, how can I call it? Some of the most recurring advice that she has given us over the years. We're going to share our family advice, our matriarch's advice with you. And we're going to start with number one. Now, I will say there may be a little bit of, flavorful words in this, but listen, we're here to help y'all. We're here to help. So the first piece of Nixon advice that my mama has given us is slow walk a nigga down. Now, again, I'm going to put the advice across the screen here. But the first set of advice from our matriarch, our mother, and it was just Mother's Day, so this is right on time, is slow walk a nigga down. Now, SJ, you are a little bit older than me. So when you hear the advices of slow walk a nigga down, what does that mean to you?
Two things. Jason Voorhees put him over to the side. Because when you catch up to the person that you had to slow walk down, it might be a problem. But when you really learn about what that means, slow walk a nigga down. What we mess up is when something happens to us and somebody steals something from you or takes something from you. The first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna get upset and you want to make a quick action. Your mama say, no, you slow down for a minute.
Right.
You make sure that when you move on them, that first of all, you don't want to have no situation where you did nothing wrong and you ain't hurt nobody and you ain't go all the way in. You got to think about what you're doing. Because what's going to eventually happen is you might not have to do nothing to that person.
Right.
And by the time that you catch up to that person, something will have already happened to them. Jeez. So that slow walking the nigga down tells you that you don't need to move fast. You need to move slow.
Now that one, the slow walk a nigga down one, that one is one of her oldies but goodies. And it took me a minute to understand what the hell she meant. Because, you know, she loved that one. She loved telling us you got to slow walk a nigga down. I'd be like, what the hell do slow walk a nigga down mean? But when I think of slow walk a nigga down, the first thing that comes to mind is on our last episode, it was someone that wrote in and they said that they thought that their man was cheating on them. And if you recall, my advice to them was, you know, don't be fast. Don't be fast to go with the accusations. Build you a case. And so when I think of slow walk a nigga down, for me, that means calm down.
Yeah.
Move slow. Move with strategy. Don't move based off emotion, but move with strategy. That's how I see it.
Correct.
That's really how I see
it. Here's another one that I have with it that comes with it. Because I was sitting here and I was thinking, yes, you got to slow walk them down, and what's going to happen to them will happen. And this is you have to be humble. The one thing that I like about my mom is, and our family is,
don't call her your mom. You know you call her my mama.
My mama. One thing I like about my mom is we're strong, but we don't try to show it. So say example, say that you have somebody and they get the new Cadillac, 1978 Cadillac, and it's 1977.
2024.
I'm just saying. But it's 1977 and somebody already got the new 1978. Don't get mad that you might have to get that Regal first. You feel what I'm saying? Because that Regal clean too. It's chalk white and got that cherry red interior. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And then when that green Cadillac show up, when that Fleetwood show up, now you were doing the same thing that everybody else did. You slow walking it down. You don't go out there and live past your means. And that's another thing that from a financial standpoint, a lot of times people don't think that their family taught them finance, but they taught us finance. Right. They taught us in things like this, how to slow walk people down. Don't jump out there quick. Spend all your money trying to be like the Joneses. That's real talk.
And, you know, that made me think of another thing. Because, you know, we got all the examples, child, 50 years of examples. But I think of, you know, oftentimes I know I've called my mama. I know you call my mama. I know Daryl called my I know all of us have called my mama when these people be on a job trying to come for us. You know, because sometimes people be having certain kind of energy that just rub people the wrong way, you know. And when I think about that, I think about, you know, comes to my mind flooding even now in my current job when people be trying to come for you. That's another example of how you gotta slow walk a nigga down. Like when here's something real life. I was having some adversities, I'll call it adversities, on my job, and I was real emotional. I was ready to react. I was ready to get in my car, drive, and go catch a case. But at the end of the day, I talked to my mama, and what she say, put that Bible verse up on that wall. Come on. Read that Bible verse and you watch these people disappear. And I will tell y'all, I'm not lying. This lady was coming at me really, really hard. And I was angry, like in tears of rage, angry at my job every day. I put that Bible verse on the wall. That Friday, I was no longer working with her. Listen, slow walk. Like, don't be quick to react and don't be quick to get in your car and go fight or whatever. Listen, slow walk them down. Slow walk them down. Because people be wanting a reaction. All right. So here's the next one, kind of going to left field. And my mama said this, but also my oldest brother, Lee, said this. And I feel like this is something that I wish he would have told me this a long, long, long time ago. But this is something that I share with all of my female friends and something that changed my dating life for the good for the rest of my life when I was dating. Men are natural hunters. Now, I'm gonna paint a story for y'all. You know, when you're young and you a woman and you out here kind of dating and trying to navigate the dating space and all these things, and you might, be dating somebody and maybe you don't feel like they're giving you what you're giving them, or they're not doing what you innately know they should be doing as someone who wants you, or, wants to like take your time and take your space, whatever. Women will often be like, oh, well, maybe he just having a bad day, or maybe he really is out of town, or maybe, whatever. But at the end of the day, the one thing that Lee told me, the best advice was, men are natural hunters. If a man wants something, ain't nothing he gonna do, nothing's gonna stop him from getting you. And if a man don't want you, he will come up with every excuse in the book. Men are natural hunters. Use your brain. If a man want you, you will know, and he won't stop until he gets you. How about you, Sheldon?
I get excited when I hear this one because, first of all, I'm a Sagittarius. I'm sorry for the rest of your zodiac ailments that you have. I'm an archer, and I'm on a horse. I'm already a hunter. You understand that? That's right there with it for real. Usain Bolt. And to hear when I hear my mom say that, like my dad, God rest his soul, strong man, automatic hunter, strong man. But when you hear your mama tell you a hunter, and then you hear your older brother being an automatic hunter, then you already know what he did. And he served the country,
exactly,
and everything. He's saying that he doesn't hunt down the enemy and deal with the things that he was supposed to do. You understand that when you hear it back to you, I'm gonna go left a little bit, then I'll come back. What's going on in the world right now is the feminization of the black man. Pause. And it's from I think about it when I was young. It was like, okay, maybe my style might have been a little soft or whatever, maybe because of what I was rocking, but it wasn't too far to the left where I was trying to turn into another gender. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just the real piece. So at the end of the day, with that. Yes, get something together. So if you're in that mind frame of, hey, why is the world trying to feminize the black, do a feminization trick over the black man? Because he is a natural hunter.
Right.
That is his root. He protects his family. He makes sure that everyone has the things that they need. His family, the people in his community, and everything. What we get things confused as a predatory monster.
Right.
And that's different. Now the black man, he's a predator. He's not a predator. He's a hunter. The same way that how the Indians hunted on this land. The same way how
he's the original hunter. That's the thing.
The original hunter, exactly. So to hear that, and I say this, black man, know who you are. Like, I swear, I go back to this echo in my head. Angela Bassett to T'Challa. Remember who you are. You know what I'm saying? That every time I'm feeling weak or something crazy, remember you a hunter. Remember what you is. Remember what you do for your family. And I get excited because I be like, when you sit back and you look, you look at the kids, and I'm like, y'all get on my nerve a little bit. My family, I love you, but you my wife and everything. But that's your kingdom. And they trying to block the mind frame of a kingdom to make sure that you are being feminine. It's all right to paint your nails. Hell, back in the day, I used to have clear fingernail polish on my fingers. Everybody had that joint. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's a manicure, a regular man. So it didn't have a right or left to it. This was a thing. Now the label is on it that takes away from what it is. So okay, have your labels, no problem. But remember, my label is a hunter. So that is my thing. When I hear that, I get excited.
Yeah.
Men are natural. And like you said, if he wants you, baby girl, let me say this, women, if he wants you, he will come and get you. He will pick you up on the shoulder, hit his chest like that right there, and put him on the shoulder and take you. That's what he'll do. if he wants you. If he
like
playing
abduction
around
to
with you, go somewhere else.
me.
Huh?
Sounds like abduction to me.
No. Yes,
But
yeah,
you're
you
right.
gotta
You're
be
right about
creative.
that.
Yeah,
And
I'm
I'm gonna
100.
tell
I'm
you,
100.
like when I'm looking at you, and I'm seeing on the screen a black man who is proud of being a family man, being a husband, being a father. Like those are the images that unfortunately they want off the screen, and we need more. Number one, conversations like this. Number two, we need more of the black men who are family men and there are more men who are family men than are not. You
Yeah,
know,
so
they
Mark
try
Kingdom
to they
out
try
here.
to push a narrative that, oh my God, all these women out here, they ain't got no man, there's no families, no boo boo. Like it's these kind of men exist, and stop the narrative that the black man can't, because the black man can, he is, and he will.
And he don't.
And so
Yeah,
we need more of this and more of these type of representations on YouTube, on the airways, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I really fuck with that.
no doubt.
All right, moving on. The next piece of advice: take from it what you need and throw away
Nowhere
the
rest.
rest. Take
Yeah.
from it what you need and throw away the rest. What does that mean to you, SJ?
So this is why people fat. That's real talk.
Every
You
time
go
I
to
drink
the
a drink,
buffet. You go to the bar and you go to you go to Golden Corral, or you go somewhere and you eat, and you ain't and there's some stuff you need to throw away, some stuff you need to stop, and it's stuff that you don't need. It's and I think about gluttony. I'm sorry to go here. That's too much. But you should not go into no situation like the big Pac Man mouth on all of it. You shouldn't be trying to eat all the Popeye stuff up. You need to relax. Now, there's pieces of it that you need to get. Yes, you need to get it. You really need to take from it what you need. But when you get to that part that you don't need, do not continue to consume. It's going too much. I was talking to my wife about this. We have to stop this. I saw this on TV. This gonna be. I was talking about this. I said, look, we have to stop being consumers. We have to stop every month getting caught up in the new holiday that's gonna come to take your money that you thought that you saved. So because you can't take from what you need because you're trying to buy something new.
right?
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I mean, you can't waste your time with stuff because like I said at the beginning, that's how you get fat. That's how you sit down and you look around, and now you a hoarder because you done hoarded too much and you didn't take from what you need.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna tell you how I took that, how I take that, and how I see that. So when I see take from it what you need and leave the rest, what comes to my mind is information, right? So when I hear that advice, I think about, you could be in a situation where someone is just talking, or I'll say on the relationship lane, right? You could be dating somebody or with somebody and they're just talking. Let them talk. Take from it what you need and really throw away the rest. You know what I'm saying? If somebody
you have to listen.
Right. So to me, when I hear that advice, take from it what you need and leave the rest, like, don't even argue or go back and forth with the shit that and I know that you lying, or and I know that this is some BS you're saying, but them first three sentences or them middle three sentences made sense. So I'm gonna take them middle three sentences because that's what I need, and the rest of the shit, and I know you lying, I'm gonna just throw that away. I'm not even gonna engage with you because I know and you know that's some bullshit. So I'm taking what I need and throwing away the rest.
Exactly.
Period.
Nice.
Next advice. Now this one, this is a really interesting one.
I gotta get my answer together on this one.
My mama next advice.
Actually, I gotta answer for it. I'm
scared to hear this. My mama next advice: a half a man is better than no man. Be careful what you throw away. A double whammer. I'm gonna repeat that again. A half a man is better than no man. Be careful what you throw away. Now I got something to say, but you can go ahead, y'all.
This will be
we not gonna agree.
Lifestyle. What's the thing called? What's the Lifetime Network?
Lifetime movie?
Lifetime movie. I've been thrown away 3 times in my life.
Oh man.
You know, threw me away 3
Put a
times.
trash can
You know, put it up there. 3 times I've been thrown away. You know, and I'm not gonna go into, but sometimes you do have to be thrown away to know how much you're worth. Understand that. If you are thrown away, if you are turned to garbage, right? Someone throws you away, right? You're a man. They don't want you no more. Or you're an object and you get thrown in the trash just from the simile part of it, the metaphor part of it. And you throw you in the trash, but you're not the trash that's down there. And a lot of things that's down in the trash and is not trash. It's just something that someone was done with.
Right.
And you could go in the trash and pick up something new. And you feel, and the thing that's being picked up, it does the feeling of being worth something only come from someone else picking you up. Or you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Think about that. And I would think about me kind of being in that mind frame of being kind of thrown away. I was like, daggone, maybe if I'd have stayed with first one or did XYZ, maybe I wouldn't have become the hunter that I was supposed to be. Maybe I may have been prematurely set into a situation
right.
Where I'm not fully developed. So at the end of the day, if I'm a man standpoint of it, I could go like, ooh, you lost, you see what you didn't get. But you know what? If you was done with me, it's just like the one we just talked about before. You know, take what you get from it, throw the rest of the trash. Hey, if you just every person in the world has been trash. Every person has been thrown away.
Ain't been nobody
I'm sorry. Yeah. You might not have been thrown away, but your time frame was up in a situation. Let's put it like that. And if your time frame is up, you don't need someone else to help pull you up to make you feel valued. But you got to remember, don't keep standing in the damn trash either, too. Because so from the ladies' side, all right, so there go my metaphor king standpoint. So from the ladies' side, so think about that. That's my therapy. Thank you. Think about that. I need to send you $150. So women, when I hear this, I think Color Purple. He gonna be half a man, girl. All you gotta have is a half a man, and that's all you need. Don't throw him away, child. And it's a lot of women that have half a man, and I'm not down in men, out here, and that might, and sometimes they don't afford or help their men. Men sometimes need help being men. You want to hear that? There goes a soundbite. Men need help being men, or helping them to lift their head up and look in the mirror and be a man. And women may accept these dudes that's doing halfway and then complaining about what they already doing anyway. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we have to kind of. I can't answer that from the woman's standpoint, but from being thrown away, that was my potential answer.
Well, I will say to the thrown away part, and this is no shade. I love everybody, but you got to look at the people who threw you away. You got to look at where they are now. Okay, like that's no shade. I'm sure everybody happy and blessed, but less, whatever. But for me in my house, when I have heard this, let me tell you something. Being the only girl in this family, and hearing this, a half a man is better than no man, and be careful what you throw away. I'm trying to tell y'all that's it has good and it has bad. The bad of it is that I don't want to say root or curse, but that advice kept me in bondage for a little bit. Now I ain't gonna lie, right? But here's the thing. I think that when I hear a half a man is better than no man, and be careful what you throw away, it really speaks to what you're saying, right? Because I don't know. But I wonder if those women who threw you away had another opportunity, if they could see the future, right? If they would have thrown you away. And I feel like that's what my mama would be trying to say to those women, right? Be careful what you throw away, because a half a man, which is you. I'm joking. No, be careful what you throw away, because, at the end of the day, marriage, relationships, all that shit is work. It's ebbs and flows. So be careful what you're quick. And this is, to me, I don't think of this as just a man thing. I think my mama was thinking of this, from that way, but this isn't any relationship, a man or a woman. Be careful what you're so quick to throw away. Because sometimes the grass ain't always greener on the other side. So whereas I'm not saying to stay with somebody that you think is doing you wrong or is really truly half a man, you know, in the literal sense, I take that as just be careful of, you know, throwing somebody away thinking that shit is better on the other side. Because a lot of times it is not.
Yeah.
Next.
But I think people got, and here's the thing, I'm going to add something to you. I've grown being 50 to understand. I understand you put a period on it, but I go look back at the people, and I think, you know, they if you still have to find a portion of yourself, then you might not have room for such a person as myself. My wife, she said, "Wow, I kind of understand you a lot, Sheldon." You feel what I'm saying? Not in no negative way, but you know, I'm not just come with a lot. And if you haven't found your first self, or you haven't found your full self, then you can't add in somebody that's already got 500 terabytes of life ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's, you might not have been trash. You just, your time was done with that person.
Exactly. All right. So next one, I'm gonna speak on this one first, because actually this is advice that you gave me that also kept me in bondage. Not playing. But so the next advice is what you gave me that I put on here. The advice is, if you go looking for something, you will find it. If you go looking for something, you will find it. Now, this one was from you to me, and it has always stuck with me. It always, like, I was literally snooping through Jason's stuff last month, and that shit was going through my head, bitch. You go looking for something, you gonna find it. And to me, that's kind of black and white. Like, I feel like sometimes, you know, you have the conversation about passwords and this, that, and the third, and I feel like it's, like I said, it's black and white. If you go looking for dirt, you're likely to find it. If you go snooping through stuff, you're going to find something. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I'm coming at it from a woman standpoint, we can be very nosy. You know, we can go through your medicine cabinets, we're gonna go through this, go through that. And so if you're looking for something, and if you looking and looking and looking, you're gonna find it. So if you do look, just be prepared to find something. And that's all I got with that one.
Yeah, this is pretty simple with me. I mean, that is my advice. I don't go looking for nothing. I'm trying to think of a time when I went to go look for something. And if I went
mostly
to go
women,
look
I feel like.
I went to go, I found it. Like I don't give up on something. So again, me being a Sagittarius, I don't want to get on the hunt on something, because I'm going to find it.
Right.
Even if it's not there, I'm going to fabricate it to make my mind frame, because I might go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, AI, from AI standpoint, no, let me show you these pictures that I got of you. Right. That's not me. It's you right here. Right. So, at the end of the day, you know, don't go looking for something. And I tell the ladies that, like, don't go looking for nothing. Like, I ain't trying to, like, I have my phone out. I can't even find my phone almost every day at the house. So,
Jesus. And that is crazy.
Yeah, but no, but I say that because, say if April was a person that go look, April was a person to go look for something through the phone, she damn sure could find it, because half time I don't even know my phone at.
Jesus.
So at the end of the day, if you doing halfway right, if you doing halfway decent, I'm not even trying to put myself, I'm a regular dude. But if you're in the world, if you're doing halfway right, you don't have to go look for nothing. And if you taking your time going to go, I saw this dude say, I saw this thing said, people in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, they enjoyed the moment because, you know, it wasn't no phones and there wasn't a lot of stuff that was connected. But now, in this time frame, this generation want to preserve the moment, so they're not in the moment. And again, what does that got to do with going to look for something? Well, you kind of searching backwards if you're looking for something, because if it's something to be looked for, then you know it's already there. That's so true. That ain't magic.
That is so true.
Yeah.
All right. We got 3 more to go, guys, after this one. If you look, I already said that. If you look for something, you're going to find it. All right. The next one. Shit or get off the pot. Now, I was really curious to know if that's something that my mama just made up, or is that really a saying? So this next piece of advice is shit or get off the pot. Now, I'm thinking about them pots that Tasha was talking about to put in that to hold the water. Shit or get off the pot. What do you see with that, SJ?
Listen, every time I hear that, I mean, I was little from little to hear that. That mean do something.
Right.
Don't sit there wasting no damn time. Because here's the thing. So if you sitting there and you done shit and you still on the pot, you a
Oh my
nasty.
God.
You ain't doing that. You sitting in filth.
Ugh.
You feel what I'm saying? And the pot is ain't supposed to be sat down for a seat. So I'm just giving this analogy. So if you not there to take a shit, you need to be getting up off of it. So what does that mean in life? If you in life, they say, hey, look, you're supposed to come to work and do XYZ job, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing this generation want to do is tell you they want to shit on the pot. That's what they want to do. And what happened? And I see stuff. So I think about, and all generations different, but this mind frame, this time frame, this culture we in, they shit and stay on the pot. All I think about is splatter, and that's terrible. That's nasty.
What?
But and it's you can't clean it up, so it's too far. It's too much. So at the end of the day, it's exactly what it say. Do something in life. If you is sitting down and you ain't making no move, and you ain't shitting, if you ain't shitting, get up, do something, get off some
fiber. I agree. I feel like this is another good one. Shit or get off the pot to me is like, either you're gonna complain about it or you're gonna do something. Either you're gonna talk about it and go on. Either you're gonna worry or you're gonna pray. Like either you're going to shit, either you're gonna get on that pot and take a shit and then walk away, or you're gonna just sit there in the splatter, in the filth. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, when I hear this, it's just like, make a move. Like, stop complaining, stop worrying, all these things. Just move. Either you're gonna shit or get off the pot. Either you're gonna stay with this man or leave him. Either you're gonna stay with this job or quit it. Either you're going to go hard for your little side gig or you're not. You know what I'm saying? Either you're gonna go to the doctor or you're not. Like, we ain't going back and forth. Like, it is what it is. Either you're gonna do it or you ain't. But we don't want to hear it. Just make a damn decision. That's what I hear. Like, my mama is very big on, she don't want to hear a lot. Now, she will give it to us, but she don't want to hear she don't want to hear the same, complaint and the same thing over and over again. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what she gives. She gives, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
And then I gotta go on the other phone. All right. 3 more, y'all. Everyone that laughs and grins in your face is not your friend. Jesus. Now, again, I'll go first on this one because being a girl child, being a girl of a mama like my mama, she hated the fact that I called everybody my friend. And I used to be so angry with her. Like, I used to be so angry with her for years up until my adult age. Like everybody is your friend, or, people are my friends, like they're my friends. But it took me until literally maybe the past several years to understand that everybody who say they're a friend or that you think is a friend is not your friend. Everybody who is in your face laughing and kikiing can be the same people who are talking shit about you behind your back. Now, it's funny because I remember years ago, Sharon had said to me something. I had said something in response to somebody new, and it was something like, well, I don't know, you got to watch out for them, whatever. And she was like, you and Daryl always be like so weary of people or like questioning people's motives. I'm like, damn, you right. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to me in a toxic way. To me, it's just in a, in a smart way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not stupid enough to think that because you come to my house or because me and you are laughing and having a good time, that you are actually a friend, that you are actually loyal, that I can trust you around my man. Like here's the thing. Bitches grin all day. The Grinch grin all day. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean that he's not gonna try to steal my Christmas gifts, Point blank period. That's how I see it. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. That everybody laughing in your face, they're not your friend. And the thing about it is, I was talking to one of my December 17th friends. He always called me and be like, "Yo, what's the day? What's December 17th 2 times? That's December 34th." But when you have
34th,
17 plus 17, 34. So when you have people that smile in your face, especially you don't know them. And they just in your face, you have to listen to the words, right? And because you got to get past the smile. The smiles are
the devil smiles.
Deceptive. Yeah, the smiles are very deceptive. And they smile in my face
all the time, trying to take that place.
And you got that's why is that a song?
Right.
That I mean, if you don't think of nothing about that, if how many people have how many things you think about the mob? You think
Yeah.
about on the you watch gangster movies. They be like, "Yo, Sal, come in, let's take a ride." And that nigga smiling, you ain't never seen
Right.
a nigga.
Knowing you
You
about to
in the
die.
top, yeah. You be like, "Yo, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, come in, let me give you a kiss." And next
Hey.
thing you know, you dead in the motherfucker.
Right.
You got to be weary of the smiles on your face.
Mm.
Hey, think about this: a clown smile at
A
you, but you don't pay
clown,
for
the
him.
killer clowns,
Clown
they
smile at
smile.
you, but you done paid for him already because you done paid for the circus and the jokes he
Mm.
gave you. So do you really want that? You gotta
Yeah.
watch that.
You know, that's funny because at my job I work with a lot of people who are very much younger than me. And in a corporate space, in a corporate setting, that could be one of the most toxic environments that people could
Mhm.
ever work in. And I remember when I was in like my 20s or like my early 30s, I remember not having the maturity to understand that even these people in the workplace, like these people who are maybe older than you, whatever, or of different races and stuff like that, they're a good example of people who will smile in your face and backstab you. At my current job, I'm very, very, very big on energy. Like I can read people and like read their energy most of the time. And there are some people that I work with that just have the most, and I don't even say stuff like this, but have the most evil energy. Like it's scary. But these people be having the biggest smiles on their face. And I be seeing my coworkers who are so young smiling and kikiing and telling them all their business. I'm thinking, ooh, I be trying to tell y'all, and they're the biggest snakes, but they got the biggest smiles, the most jokes, and I can see it so clear. Like, oh, they're trying to get information on you, or they're trying to smile and grin to befriend you, so they can use information against you or stab you in the back. It happens every day, and to me, corporate America is one of the worst places where people will smile in your face and then try to take your place.
Yeah, you know what? I will go corporate America though. We read
Yeah.
a book when in my 25 years tenure
Mm-hmm.
at said bank, and it was called The Energy Bus by John Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
And it was 10 like things that 10 it was the short for short. The
Mm-hmm.
story was when you go to work, all these people are on the bus with you, right? And somebody driving, it's different characters, it's different things. But one of the characters they had was called energy vampires. And
The
those and they
worst.
were smiling in your face like Count Chocula.
Mm.
Smile 1, 2, like in
Mm.
your face, thinking everything all good, but they were taking zapping the energy out of
Jesus.
situations. And if you here's the thing, maybe watch how you feel after someone was smiling in your
Mm.
face and see if your energy is done. And I'll leave you with this. You know they're making smile too.
I didn't like Smile One, honestly.
What? Oh, that was crazy.
It was horrible. It was a waste of my
Well, never.
But I'm hopefully Smile 2 will be better. But yeah, man, that workplace, you know what I'm saying? That workplace, them workplace antics, man. If I could go back, like I remember even in my first job, man, it was this black lady, my first job out of college. And I'm thinking, oh, it's now a black lady, she gonna look out for me, whatever. My first experience of like this lady was trying to compete against little old kid me. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like God. One thing about God is that He will give you a lesson to learn over and over and over again until you learn it. And I think that what tip are we on?
Yeah, we got two more. We got two more.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Everyone that grabs it. I was like, damn, I thought I just get that one. Yeah. So basically, like, everybody. Child, I don't know. I forgot my whole thought process. But moving right along. Second to last one. You can show a nigga better than you can tell them.
Yeah, this is the same. Can I say this? Can I get one? This is the same. Actually, this is the same as slow walking nigga down. This is the combo one. These sometimes
combo.
Yeah. But think about this. When we had conversations, there was combos that we got of these tips that came in depending on whatever the situation was. And
depending if you got that beaten before or after.
No, it was when she was teaching you stuff that was going on. So after you slow up walk a nigga down, now you gotta show a nigga better you can tell him. But then you have to show him better you can tell him. Then you gotta catch. Don't you have to catch up with him?
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah.
But to tell him, because let me say here, I can tell you but that might be across the hall. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But when I'm in your face, I'm showing you. When I pull
Right.
up in the caddy, when that Regal's gone, and I pull up in the caddy, like, well, that going. Now you're mad about mine. You feel
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
And you don't know what you have. And here's one: don't, even though you got the saying to go show somebody. I take it from a materialistic standpoint. There ain't nobody trying to show, hey, look, I got more than you.
Right.
But if you've done something, if you have wronged me, you feel what I'm saying? Oh, I'm gonna show you better than I'm gonna tell you. And I might say, you thought you got away with saying some words on me. I'm gonna show you something different.
Yes.
And when I show you this, you gonna come back and remember how I slow walked you down, the combination, and how I'm showing you better than I am telling you. Because sometimes the word ain't another breath and they fake.
I think this one might be one of my favorite out of the whole list because to me, I'm an actions person and I see this in different variations. And I know one thing Jason get tired of me saying is, fuck them words. I want to see some actions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hear no words. I don't want to hear no announcements. Give me the actions. That's one side of it. The other side of it is, oh, you know what, you out here doing something to me, or like you know, they kind of all go together. Like at my job, oh, you think you coming for me? I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. I don't have to make no announcements. I don't have to tell you ahead. I don't have to tell you or even show you with my emotions or my frustration that you're bothering me. I don't need to give you anything because my actions are going to say everything that my words cannot say. I feel like with women, we are such communicators, and this is one thing I had to learn too. Like overly communicating. Like everybody, especially men. A lot of men be having a short, you know, attention span, and I feel like we are sometimes the over communicators of the world. And I think that sometimes it's much better to show somebody like I'm just learning this. My mama said, and this, Lord forgive us, but my mama said to me recently, she was like, out of her 4 children, you and Sheldon always get with somebody that, you know, it's a project. Like y'all like to think y'all can find people and clean them up and stuff like that. Now this ain't towards my person, you know, whatever. But she just says like y'all like a project because y'all think y'all can fix people and make them this shiny great thing. And it made me think of like, you know, where am I going with this? It made me think of. I don't know where I'm going with that.
Well, you know what? I think about this. So watch this. I'm gonna go with Wife April now. Wife April now was, I would think about that. If anybody was a project, she damn sure wasn't a project. She was the one who picked the nigga up out the trash and was like, "What the fuck is you doing here?
Right.
This don't make no sense." It made me feel good. You feel what I'm saying? What's you?
Wow.
That don't make no sense. Like and that's a battery and show better than you can tell.
Right.
You know. I even think about how she got when she came down here. She came from Chicago by way of Oregon. This is lady. Listen to this story from Chicago by way of Oregon. Been through crazy, you know, some crazy relationship. From Colorado, came to North Carolina. Say, I'm coming to find me a husband. And when I'm being with these dudes, I'm here to say that this is what I'm here to do. And if you ain't here to do this, I was her friend at work, so I'm hearing her say it. The next thing you know, I'm the damn husband. So, but at the end of the day, you have to show people better. You can tell them. You can talk all day about going to get something. If you ain't got it, you looking crazy.
Yeah, and I feel like I was gonna make a point with that about that whole thing, but you can show somebody better than you can tell them. I don't know where I'm going with that, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna show you. I'm not gonna use a bunch of words. I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. And here's the thing about that too. You know, she always says to shut up and stop all that talking because sometimes you'll give people too much and they can use it against you. You know what I'm saying? So don't say nothing. Don't make announcements because I'm learning that as well.
You will be held against you in a court of law.
Exactly. And it's like, don't make announcements. Even with that, like I was supposed to have this big celebrity person on my show and I was so excited and I was telling everybody about it. And now this nigga ain't responding to my messages. Right. So at the end of the day,
you don't tell nobody your stuff.
Don't tell nobody your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just show them. Don't make announcements. Don't make announcements. Just show. Don't announce. Just show. Final tip. You have to feed some people with a long handle spoon. I'm gonna repeat. You have to feed some people with a long handle spoon. SJ. This one is kind of confusing for me.
This is my best one ever. So look, there are people that you don't want in your circle. Like, so you got a circle that's around you, and I want you to come into my space, right? Now, this person may have been in your space at a time, and you have no more time for that person in your space, but you're still gonna be around this person in different settings. Right? So at one point, this person may have had access to come into your circle, come right past a level of the membrane that you say, okay, I'm comfortable with you. But now they done came in too close and put breath on you, said things, wronged you, didn't do what they were supposed to, and could not stay close within your circle. This person had that, and now the people that's close in your circle, you're feeding them with a regular hand spoon. You're feeding them yourself with a regular hand spoon.
Right.
People have to be fed because you can't neglect people because now you're going to fight somebody. So say this sad person you don't want to deal with no more, but you still got to see him. So when you see him, you extend that spoon. Hell, hey, how you doing? And then that spoon's out there. Yes, no. But so what is the spoon? And before you come to me, I'm gonna speak to you and tell you I'm doing something else. Or I'm about to go here. Or I'm about to go do X, Y, Z. And now, but see, but because you've been feeding the person with a short handle spoon for a long time, they have to get accustomed to the long handle spoon.
Oh, right.
So because every time you see him, you got to remember long handle before you can come in and talk to you. It's a lot of people in your life that you have automatically done like this, and you have to feed them, and you have to even in football. Say in football, you got to stiff arm somebody. You don't want to stiff arm people, but you do have to feed you if they're gonna. You're gonna. The world is small,
right?
And they're gonna be people that you like. Oh God, it's gonna be terrible to say this. Don't look. I saw a dude in a store. And I want to. This is somebody I saw that I worked with a long time ago. They got on my nerves all the time. They talk, and I may be somebody. I may get on somebody else's nerves. But damn, don't come talking to me saying the same damn story all the time. So sometimes I try to stand still in the store and be invisible right in the person's eyes, and to see this person. Or I go with the trick of the fake phone call.
Horrible. So moral of the story is that if you see him out on the phone, he probably ain't talking to nobody. He's trying to avoid you.
Listen, so because what I had to do was upgrade my long handle spoon. See, nowadays people don't use spoon, so I had to now I got to DoorDash you, act like I'm fucking long handle spoon you like this. You know, here you go, here's your food right. Hey man, what's good with you, man? I ain't seen you in a minute. What's up, dog? And I'm gone.
Throw that food and throw nigga go fetch that food.
Every time you see me, I'm on the phone. I'm giving you that. So that's
upside down.
Yeah, phone upside down. Ain't no light on it or nothing. But at the end of the day, that's that long handle spoon. Like you don't. Somebody has actually wronged you, and they can't come up to the bar no more. Now they don't even get the DoorDash.
My mama gave me this advice actually. Maybe I'll say in the past year. It was a lady. It's a lady in my life. And you know, and she, you know, she should be. And I thought she was going to be somebody that was going to be close to me. And traditionally, this person would be close to you, right? But this particular lady, every time I got around her, I didn't feel right. Something didn't feel right. I felt a sense of uncomfort. 2, every time I was around her, she would question me. Like it should have been after the 5th time of being around me. Now we should be like, hey, you know, hug it, whatever. But it's always an interview. Like, what do you do now? And this and that and that, the third. And I remember telling my mama, and she was like, feed this lady with a long handle spoon because she's showing you who she is. She's a cunning person. It is what it is. Stop trying to think this person going to be somebody that they're not. It is what it is. Give them that long handle spoon. Be respectful. Do what you got to do. But people show you who they are. Believe them. Period. Point blank. Here's a long handle spoon. Respect. How you doing? Keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is.
Yep. That's it.
This was a great episode.
That's what we do.
I will tell you this though. I got an idea, and then I got to go. I got to watch my baby. Guess what I'm doing for my birthday?
What's that?
I'm gonna do a roast. Did you see that roast on Netflix?
Yeah, you're talking about for
Tom Brady?
No,
that's what I want to do for my birthday.
Yeah. You want to get roasted?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I roasted it.
I'm 95% sure that, because I've been wanting to do a roast, like a Meloney roast, for a minute, but I just never did it. But this year I'm going to do a roast, and I'm gonna like let people know way in advance so people can get their stuff
Put
together.
my name on there. I damn sure I'm going first.
Horrible. Well, listen, guys, thank you so much for listening and tuning in to another episode of That's So Scary with Melon. Oh, that's so scary. Lord, what the hell's happening to me? I'm bumping into the thing. Lord Jesus. That's Scary with Meloney P, y'all. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, drop some of your advice that your family members have given you. Let's start a conversation in the comments. Make sure you have subscribed, share the video. Let's get it popping. It's going to be the #1 podcast, and we will see you in the next episode.